Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, Dave. Howard from Marin County. Great show. Again, feel really, really happy that the Browns are 10-5. The question I have for you is, Flacco is great. What will happen next year when Deshaun is healthy and Flacco wants to be with the Browns? Will the Browns have Flacco as a starter, or will they have Deshaun Watson as a starter? Great show. Take care. Can't wait for the Browns to win again and be in the playoffs. This will be just like it was when I was a kid in the 1960s. Wonderful. Thanks a lot. Bye.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Scott, we've got this question. Joe Flacco, if he agrees to re-sign with the Browns, would be as a backup. Again, he's 39. I don't think he views himself as somebody that's going to take the pounding of a 17. Now, I could be wrong about that. But a guaranteed contract means guaranteed. Deshaun Watson will be their quarterback. Also, you wrote an article about his rehab. So take us through your thoughts on that Flacco thing, and then take us through what you wrote about his Deshaun Watson's recovery.
I don't know if Joe Flacco views himself as just a backup now or a part-time guy, or he thinks he can make it through 17 games. It's an interesting question. So I think that determines where he goes next year, right? Like, does he go somewhere where maybe you have a young quarterback that's drafted, but you want a veteran that starts the season? Could that be a spot he winds up in? Or is he looking to, come off the couch in November and see if he can do that again? Or does he want to go through training camp with the team he knows, like the Browns? Like, I think a lot of it will be in Joe Flacco's court to make that decision. I think he'll have offers that he didn't have last year. But you're 100% right about Deshaun Watson. I mean, you're not going to pay Deshaun Watson $46 million to not play. Like, they just won't do that. It doesn't make any sense. And I think that's even true if Joe Flacco wins the Super Bowl, which maybe it's a different conversation then. But I doubt it. I think that's just the reality of the situation. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Flacco, though, especially with this run he's been on. Could he come back content to be the number two? Would the Browns want that dynamic where maybe teammates are thinking, hey, let's go to Flacco if there struggles with Watson? It could be dicey. So right now I would say I would not expect Flacco to come back. And then I went to Deshaun Watson's charity event Saturday. Downtown, he had a bunch of like 300 kids. It was around Christmas around the world. It was a good event. And talked to him, he only asked a few football questions. But he said the shoulder's progressing. It feels good. He's still in a big sling. The right arm is still in a big sling. So he hasn't started throwing yet or anything. But he says he's progressing. He was excited to be around the team again this week. He'd been rehabbing in L.A., and I think he's going to go back to L.A. But for this week, he was here. I saw him in the locker room for a minute yesterday. So it's just, progressing from this season-ending injury.